Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell y'all something. When a man hurts a good woman, it ain't just a mistake, it's a turning point. You don't just break her heart, you shift her soul. A good woman, she don't love halfway. She don't play no games. When she's in, she's all the way in. She gives you love, support, peace, and loyalty. And when you mess that up, bruh, you ain't just losing a woman, you losing your favor. Let me tell you something about a good woman. When she loves, she don't love like the rest. She don't give you half her heart. She gives it all. She ain't out here playing with emotions, running game, or keeping score. No, when she falls deep, all the way down to her soul. She'll love you through the good, the bad, the ugly, and even when you ain't got it together. A good woman will see potential in a man and believe in him more than he believes in himself. She'll be your peace, your partner, your prayer warrior, and your home. She'll stand by you when the world turns its back on you. And not because you asked, because that's just who she is. And the thing is, a good woman forgives easy. Not because she's weak, not because she don't know her worth, but because her heart is built different. Her heart is soft, but strong. She'll forgive the things she cries about, just to keep the family together. She'll bite her tongue when she wants to scream, just to avoid pushing you away. That's love on a level a lot of folks don't even understand. She'll make excuses for you in her own mind, trying to justify the things you do, even when they hurt her. That ain't stupidity. That's love. That's hope. That's the faith she has in you. She's the type who'll pray for you after you lied to her, hurt her, or let her down. Because somewhere deep inside, she's still holding on to the man she knows you could be. But let me tell you the truth, and I need every man to hear this. A good woman holds on longer than she should. She stays when she should leave. She keeps believing when all the signs are telling her to walk away. She gives chance after chance, not because she don't see the truth, but because she's hoping something will change. She's hoping you'll wake up and realize what you've got before it's too late. She stays up at night wondering if she's doing enough, blaming herself for the coldness she feels coming from you, questioning her own value when it's you who stops showing up. That's what it looks like when a good woman is hurting in silence. And while she's holding on, she's breaking, piece by piece, and you might not even notice. See, she's still smiling. She's still cooking your meals, still sending those good morning texts, still asking about your day, still trying, but she's not the same. Something inside her starts to close up. Something inside her starts to pull away because she's tired of carrying the relationship on her own, tired of fighting battles you don't even see, tired of choosing you when you don't choose her back. So when you hear that phrase, a good woman loves deep, forgives easy, and holds on longer than she should, know this: that kind of love is rare. It's sacred. And when you mess around and hurt that woman, you're not just losing a relationship, you're losing something divine. Because once she's gone, and it'll hit you hard one day. Not when you're out there living wild, but when you're sitting alone missing that good morning love, that soft peace in your life, and realizing you let gold slip through your fingers because you didn't know how to value it. When a good woman gets hurt, something shifts. She don't turn cold overnight. She don't wake up one day and stop caring. Nah, it's a slow process. It starts in her spirit. The same heart that used to beat louder every time you walked in the room. It starts to beat quieter. The energy she once used to pour into you, to love you, support you, build you up, it begins to pull back. Not because she stopped loving you, but because she had to protect what's left of herself. See, a good woman don't change out of bitterness. She don't walk around looking for revenge. She ain't got time for that. She changes because she's been forced to. You ever see someone constantly give and give and give and get nothing in return? After a while, even the sweetest soul gets tired. Even the softest heart starts to harden. That smile she used to wear like armor, it becomes a mask. That laugh you love, it don't come out as often anymore. You broke something inside her, and now she's trying to figure out how to survive with the pieces. And you know what hurts her the most? It ain't the lie. It ain't even the betrayal. It's the fact that she would have never done you like that. It's knowing she held you down when she didn't have to, that she loved you at your lowest, and you still couldn't choose her right. That's what hits deep. That's what flips her world. So now she gotta build new walls. Walls she never wanted to build, because she loved with no guard up. She trusted with both eyes closed, and all that got her was pain. So when she changes, don't go around telling folks she switched up. Don't act like you don't know why she ain't soft no more. why she don't text back as fast, why she don't show up the way she used to. That woman didn't change because she stopped caring. She changed because caring too much almost destroyed her. She changed because loving you nearly cost her her peace, her self-esteem, her sense of worth. You might see her now, moving different, more quiet, more distant. She ain't laughing at your jokes like she used to. She's not excited when you walk through the door. And here's the crazy thing, you'll think she's mad. You'll think she's holding a grudge. But the truth is she's just healing. She's learning how to not lose herself again. She's figuring out how to be her own safe space. Since you weren't one, that's not hate, that's growth, that's survival. A woman doesn't stop being loving just like that. But when she's hurt, when she's betrayed, when her soul gets tired, she turns that love inward. She starts loving herself more. She starts seeing through the lies, the broken promises, the empty apologies. And when she finally learns that peace is better than being right, better than arguing, better than begging for change, she chooses herself. So don't be surprised when the woman who used to break her own heart just to spare yours finally walks away like she was never broken in the first place. That change wasn't cruelty, that was healing. When a man breaks a good woman, he don't just hurt her in that moment. He teaches her something, something she never wanted to learn. He teaches her how to survive without him. He teaches her how to depend on herself. Not because she wanted to stop needing him, but because he made her feel like needing him was a weakness. He made her feel like every time she reached out, she was a burden. Like her love was too much. Her care was too loud. Her heart was too open. So little by little, she stopped reaching out. She stopped depending. She stopped believing he would show up. And that's where the lesson begins. A good woman will try. She'll try to fix it, try to understand, try to carry the weight of the relationship all by herself. But when she realizes her presence is being taken for granted, when her silence is louder than her words, she begins to shift. Not all at once. You won't notice it right away. She'll still be there, physically, but emotionally. She's unplugging. She's preparing herself for a life where she don't need you anymore. And the most dangerous thing about breaking a good woman, you turn her into the very thing she never wanted to be, guarded. She was soft with you. She was open. She came to you as she was no walls, no armor, just real love. And you treated it like it was disposable. So now she's learning. She's adapting. And here's the thing, when a good woman learns she can survive on her own, that she can heal herself, that she don't need to beg for your time, your attention, your effort, she changes for good. That man who thought she'd always be there, he starts to feel her absence in places he never expected, not just in the bed, not just in the kitchen, but in his peace, in his purpose, in the mirror, because he lost someone who made him better. And now he's left with a version of himself that don't feel whole no more. But she's not bitter. She's not plotting revenge. She's just busy building a life where she don't rely on anyone to be happy, busy doing all the things she put on hold while waiting on you to step up. She's investing in herself now, loving herself in ways she used to love you. And what once broke her is now fueling her. That pain turned into power. That heartbreak became her rebirth. See, you didn't just lose her love, you lost her belief in you. And once that's gone, it's hard to get back. She may still be kind, still be respectful, but that deep need for you, it's gone. She found it in herself. She realized the only person she truly needed to show up for her was her. So fellas, understand this. When you break a good woman, you risk turning her into a woman who don't need anyone but herself. And once she gets to that place, she don't come back. Not because she's angry, not because she wants to hurt you, but because she finally understands. If you could let her fall, then she had no business leaning on you in the first place. When a good woman goes through pain, it doesn't just leave scars, it leaves lessons. At first, that pain breaks her down. It confuses her, shakes her confidence, makes her question everything she gave, everything she believed, and everything she thought love was supposed to be. She asks herself where she went wrong, what she could have done different, why someone she gave her all to treated her like she was just another option. That's the first stage of pain, the questioning, the heartbreak, the feeling of not being enough. But something happens after that, something powerful. When she's done crying, when the silence sets in, when nobody shows up to wipe her tears or hold her hand, she starts learning. She learns that her worth isn't defined by how someone else sees her. It ain't about who stays or who leaves. It's about who she is when she's stripped of everyone she once leaned on. And when she starts putting those pieces back together, she don't put them back the same way. That pain, it teaches her that she was never too much. She just gave too much to the wrong one. She starts looking in the mirror and seeing a survivor. A woman who loved deeply, gave freely, and still stood tall after being hurt. She stops blaming herself for someone else's inability to value her. She stops shrinking just to make someone else feel big. And right there, in that quiet space where the pain once lived, she finds her worth. She realizes that she deserves more than bare minimum love. She deserves consistency, respect, protection, real partnership, and she stops settling. She stops making excuses for people who only show up when it's convenient. She stops pouring into cups that never pour back. And the beautiful thing is, that same woman who once begged for attention, begged for time, begged to be chosen, now walks away from anything that doesn't give her peace. See, when a good woman rises from pain, she don't rise the same. She's wiser. She sees red flags quicker. She knows what love is supposed to feel like. Now, she don't entertain boys in grown men's bodies. She don't fall for words anymore. She watches actions, and if they don't match, she keeps it moving. She starts glowing different, not because of a new relationship, but because of a new understanding of herself. Her strength becomes her shine. Her boundaries become her protection. Her peace becomes her standard. She doesn't chase anymore, she attracts. And the ones who come correct, they feel that shift. They see that strength. They know they can't play with her because she's already been through the fire and she came out gold. Pain taught her what love isn't. It showed her what disrespect looks like wearing a smile. It revealed who was real and who was temporary. But it also introduced her to herself, the woman she forgot she could be. And now she's unstoppable. Because a woman who knows her worth is a woman who can't be broken by the same hands that once tried to destroy her. Let me tell you something that's been true since the beginning of time. Karma don't miss. It don't get tired. It don't forget. And it definitely don't lose addresses. See, you might think you got away with it. You might think nobody saw how you treated her. You might feel like because she didn't clap back, because she stayed silent, because she walked away gracefully that you won. But life got a funny way of spinning that block. It don't always happen when you expect it, but trust and believe it always comes around. You don't get to mishandle a good woman and think that energy won't come back to you. You don't get to play with somebody's heart, waste their time, drain their spirit, and walk away like it meant nothing. See, you might fool people. You might even fool yourself. But you can't fool the universe. You can't fool God. And when you plant seeds of pain, of lies, of disrespect, don't be surprised when your harvest comes in the form of regret, emptiness, and loneliness. A good woman won't always react. She won't always call you out or try to get even. But her silence, that's the beginning of your karma. That's her spirit saying, I'm done entertaining what drains me. That's her soul saying, I'll let life teach you what I tried to do with love. And life always teaches. Sometimes it takes weeks. Sometimes it takes years. But one day when you least expect it, you'll feel what she felt. You'll sit in the same place she sat in, asking yourself how you lost something so rare, so real, so genuine. And the crazy part, she'll be gone by then. Not bitter, not broken, just better. She'll be thriving. She'll have peace in her eyes, joy in her heart, and strength in her steps. And you'll be sitting there replaying the moments you took for granted. That smile you used to see every morning. Gone. That energy that used to lift you when you were down. You'll crave it, but she'll have already moved on. She'll be giving it to someone who knows how to hold it, how to protect it, how to appreciate what you let slip away. That's how karma works. It don't scream. It don't announce itself. It just shows up when your world is quiet, when your distractions are gone, and you finally have to sit with your choices. And by then, it's too late to apologize, too late to rewind, too late to fix what you broke. Now look, this ain't about hoping somebody suffers. This ain't about revenge. This is just truth. It's the law of the universe. You give out pain, pain finds its way back. You break something pure, and one day something in you breaks too. And you'll remember that woman, the one who only ever wanted to love you, to grow with you, to build something solid. The one you lied to, cheated on, pushed away. You'll remember her when you realize nobody else compares. And that feeling, That's karma. So fellas, before you take her for granted, remember this. Life don't let you walk around breaking people without consequences. You might not see it today, but one day, when the noise fades and your soul gets still, you'll hear it, you'll feel it, and you'll wish you had loved her better. There comes a time in every man's life when the noise dies down, the excitement, the ego, the distractions, they all fade, and that's when it hits him. That's when he starts thinking about the one who loved him, right? The one who gave him everything she had, even when she was running on empty. The one who stayed up waiting for him to come home, even when he gave her every reason not to. The one who prayed for him, stood by him, defended him, even when he didn't deserve it. That woman, the good woman, that's who he starts to miss. But by the time he realizes what he had, she's gone. Not moved to another room, not just distant emotionally. I'm talking gone, mentally, spiritually, sometimes even physically. Because let me tell you something, when a good woman finally walks away, she doesn't come back. Not because she stopped loving, but because she had to start loving herself more. She had to save herself from drowning in a love that wasn't being returned. At first, he don't feel it. He thinks she'll come back. He thinks he's still got time. He might even tell himself, she'll never find better than me. But he don't realize she ain't even looking for better. She's looking for peace. She's looking for wholeness. She's looking for the version of herself she lost trying to fix a man who didn't want to be fixed. So she starts healing, quietly, privately, and with every day that passes, she gets stronger. She remembers who she was before the heartbreak, and that's a version of her he don't even recognize anymore. Then one day he wakes up and notices her silence. No more "I miss you" text. No more checking in. No more waiting. That warmth is gone. That energy, that light she used to bring into his life, it's no longer there. And suddenly all those moments he took for granted, they start replaying in his mind. Her laugh, her tears, her sacrifices, her loyalty, the way she saw good in him when he only saw failure in himself. That's when the weight of his mistakes starts pressing down on him. He might try to reach out, send a message, try to explain, try to say he's changed, but she's different now. Not cold, just clear. She knows her worth now. She knows that love isn't supposed to hurt that much. She knows that being chosen shouldn't feel like a fight. So she don't reply, or if she does, it's short, respectful but distant, because the door she once held open for him, she closed it, locked it, and threw away the key. He'll remember her when he's surrounded by temporary people who don't care if he makes it home safe. When he's lying next to someone who don't know his soul like she did. When he sees her glowing from a distance, living a life that no longer includes him. That's when it'll hit. The kind of hit you feel deep in your chest. That's when he'll realize he didn't lose her when she walked away. He lost her the moment he stopped choosing her. But now it's too late. Because she's gone. And he'll have to live with the fact that he let something rare slip through his fingers while he was too distracted to notice he was holding gold.